Hey, we got an email from one of our viewers about a company called Electrovaya. Electrovaya. They are publicly traded on the stock symbol ELVA. Is that
Yes,
accurate?
sir.
ELVA. We have the CEO. How did you do that?
I'm big, important.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
A very big deal. Raj Dasgupta is his name. He's the CEO. He joins us via Zoom here, and he's going to tell us all about the lithium-ion battery world. Raj, thanks for joining us today. Good to see you.
Hey, Sully, great to be here. I was enjoying the banter just
Did
now.
you know what you were getting into when Greg talked you into this interview?
Come on, join us. It'll be fun.
No, it'll be great. It's not your father's.
You're gonna love it.
It's not your father's business show, but still. Hey, can you talk to us about the difference, because we're in an EV world now, and I'm not necessarily suggesting that you guys are right in the middle of EV, but we keep on hearing about batteries and cycles and lithium-ion and long-term storage and so on and so forth. Can you please sort of unwind all that mystery to the rest of us that are just trying to figure out how the Tesla's going to go more than 80 miles without having a recharge and so on and so forth?
Well,
Talk to us about your space.
You know, batteries is a complicated space, and it's sort of like Baskin-Robbins. There are many flavors of lithium-ion batteries, probably as many as Baskin-Robbins has of ice cream.
You get a free one on your birthday is the question.
It's not one of ours. Ours are too expensive.
I was just asking. Well, you said Baskin-Robbins there. And daiquiri ice was my favorite when I was 6. Does that tell you where I was headed? Go ahead. Yeah. But so talk about you guys specifically.
So what we have is a technology for our lithium-ion battery, which makes it last about 5 times longer than typical lithium-ion batteries. And by lasting, I mean how long it lives. So you're all familiar with your phone. After 2 years of use, it's that battery is no longer really good, right? You probably get a new phone. Yeah. So that equates to about 700 cycles on the battery, right?
Raj, I got a question. Is that planned obsolescence, or is that just because the thing just dies? I mean, because I believe that EverReady, I know it's a different world, could make a 100-year battery. What are they going to sell?
Right.
Is the lithium world and the phone world, is that planned obsolescence, or is that just the way it is?
That's sort of the way it is. Like the high energy density lithium-ion batteries, whether you put them in your phone or in your electric car, can probably do max 1,000. The very best of them will do 2,000 cycles. So that's the full charge, full discharge. That's what you call a cycle. Before it's sort of getting to the level where it's kaput, right? 80% of its starting life. What we make is a battery that does 10,000 cycles.
Jeez.
So
okay, now
much heavier duty cycle with the same sort of performance attributes.
So is that an IP function, or is that just a technology function you figured out, or how did? I mean,
that's
assuming
the core technology piece, right? So we make a ceramic separator. We make our own electrolytes, and what the end result is, we take standard chemistries and extend the life out of them.
I think what's interesting here is you seem to be at the right place at the right time, but every time I think about this and read about this, don't you think that the EV world and the lithium battery sort of dependence, we didn't have the infrastructure before you started creating the stuff that we could buy? Is that accurate? In other words, I think the retail world, I guess, for lack of a better word, is ahead of you guys. And now you guys are coming to the rescue with, obviously, after, it's like the $100 calculator that we got. We were 8 years old. It's now costs 39 cents. Yeah. It's maybe we put the cart before the horse. Talk to us about the whole industry on that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Like with passenger EVs, which is what we hear about daily in the news, right? There's the infrastructure, there's the question on costs, et cetera. We are, Electrovaya, we're looking at it a little differently. We are focused on the industrial applications, and we're focused on providing the people who buy our batteries a return on investment, lowering their operational cost, improving their efficiency. While we're helping green the world, that is not why they are picking our technology.
Raj,
so
sorry, I cut you off there. Is the ultimate goal smaller, much stronger, or are you beholden to whatever the technology is needed for your batteries as far as size, weight, things like that?
Yeah, it's a bit of both. So one objective is to make the battery smaller and lighter. so that you can double the range of your car or make it lighter and cheaper. We're working on that. That's where we have something called our solid state battery program. That's still in research and development, but very exciting stuff. And on the other side of things, it's the more industrial applications. So ones where we're looking at powering a robot, which has to work 24 hours a day, or a forklift, which has to operate 24 hours a day, or even a mining vehicle or something like that. That's where that longevity, that 10,000 cycles becomes incredibly important and saves companies money in terms of having to replace batteries every couple years, or even allows us to electrify things that are really heavy in diesel consumption,
Right.
which wouldn't go electric otherwise.
Well, first of all, his name's Raj Dasgupta. He is the CEO of a company called Electrovaya. Their stock symbol ELVA. I want you back on the air with this. I got one last question. Did I read that you guys are the only North American battery company that's break even, including above Tesla? Did I read that correctly?
Well, Tesla's of course making money, but if you look at the battery space in general.
Oh, excluding Tesla. I misread that.
Excluding Tesla,
But you're break even, like you're above everybody else.
We've had 4 back-to-back quarters of EBITDA positive results, making net profits and operating profits. But if you look at the clean tech space in general, they generally hemorrhage cash, and we're very different in that way. We sell our batteries at a higher price. We get probably the highest margins in the battery space, and as a result, we are able to keep our money.
Have you ever heard a CEO talk so frankly about what all we want to hear is, are they keeping their money?
Yeah.
Raj, will you come back on the air with us at some point?
Of course.
I hope you do. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Raj, Dasgupta.
That's what you want to hear at the stockholders meeting,
Right?
Dasgupta.
Well, yeah. It's very plain talking. I misread that. The only North American battery company, excluding that's break even. You don't see companies.
It's impressive.
It is impressive.
No.